Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you another new stuff video where we take a look at some of the newest products that just arrived for review that you can expect to see on the channel in the very near future. I just had a whole bunch of Adidas stuff show up, as well as one Nike shoe in particular that a lot of you guys have been asking to see a review of. So as always, let me know down below in the comments what you'd like to see go up on the channel first. Whatever gets the most amount of requests is what I'll get to making right away. And with that being said, let's take a look at what just showed up. All right, so here is a look at what just arrived. It's 11 total pairs of shoes, and all but one are completely new models. So a lot of interesting content going up on the channel in the near future. I'm making this video a little bit late based on when I actually got the stuff. It was a couple days ago from when I'm making this video, but because certain things showed up, like the new PureControl, the 17 Plus model, and the Adidas Copa 17.1 shoes that I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for, kind of prioritize those. Got those videos up as soon as possible, and now I'm making the new stuff video to show you guys everything else that, again, will eventually go up on the channel. So the first shoe that I have right here is the new A17 Plus PureControl. The video is already up on the channel. I'll leave a little pop-up on screen if you haven't seen it already. And again, all the info you need on that shoe is in that video. Next to those, though, I have the kind of indoor/turf variation of the PureControl. That's slightly controversial because this has the upper that a lot of professional players are actually using as opposed to the Prime Knit one. There's some controversy right now. I made a video on it yesterday. I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to that as well. You can go ahead and check it out. But essentially, this is the Tango variation. Tango being kind of the name of their new street soccer indoor line, kind of like Nike has with the Soccer X line. So this is the Ace Tango 17 Plus PureControl, $180 retail price, has the Prime Knit there at the toe, and then this interesting kind of stretchy elasticated material for the rest of the midfoot area, the red part of the shoe. You can see it has the Control Skin branding right there, non-stop grip dots. This is a turf variation. I believe this particular model is turf only, and it even has the Boost Foam insert there in the heel. Video on these coming relatively soon. It is, of course, laceless as well, like the regular PureControl. So that's kind of interesting in itself. Next to those, I have a pair of the Adidas Ace Tango 17.1s, 17.1 TR it's called. So this is kind of an indoor trainer variation of the Ace 17.1 Prime Knit, which I will be getting in for review very soon. I'll be getting in pretty much the entire new Ace 17 and Copa 17 line, so stay tuned for all of that on the channel in the near future. But this is the indoor variation, $130 retail price. It's essentially the upper from the Ace 17.1 Prime Knit, minus the actual polyurethane covering at the toe. So this is just straight up Prime Knit, which is kind of an interesting choice. We'll talk about that more in the review video. The rest of the upper is, for the most part, very similar to that shoe, and then it does incorporate this Boost indoor bottom that we have seen from Adidas on quite a few different models over the last 2 years, although on this particular shoe, they seem to have tweaked it a little bit, and I'd say it feels a little bit better. So again, more details when I release my full review of that particular model. Next to those, I have a pair of Adidas Ace Tango 17.1s in turf. So this is just a 17.1. That's a Tango 17.1 TR. So big difference in the shoe, not that big of a difference in the name. This has a really interesting kind of low cut design, and the upper is this kind of almost woven nylon textile material. Let the camera focus there for a second. It's fairly thin. It has some rigidity to it, but it's decently flexible when it is on your foot. It incorporates the same bottom as that Tango PureControl model that I just showed you, turf. I'm not sure if this will be available in an indoor variation. And then the Boost Foam insert there in the heel as well. So pretty interesting shoe. Retails also for $130 like the TR version. Next to those, this is the only kind of not new shoe. This is the latest colorway. The red limit pack color of the Adidas X16 Plus PureControl. So red with the fade to black at the heel. Pretty interesting colorway. I think they look really good. Expect to see a video on these relatively soon. Moving on to the back row, they've also recently introduced, as part of this new Tango line or Tango pack, I believe it's going to maintain itself as a line though, is an indoor variation or turf variation. This is the turf model of the X16 Plus PureChaos. So this is officially the X Tango 16 Plus PureChaos. This is the turf model. I'm not sure if an indoor version is going to be available, but as you can see, it's the upper from the PureChaos with some slight modifications. You can see the little bit of extra texturing there and material at the tip of the toe. if it focuses. I'm not sure why this camera is having such a hard time, but eventually it should focus. Is it going to do it? I think it's the color. It has something to do with the color. But nonetheless, you get the idea. This is it. No real information on pricing as of yet, but I'm sure that will be available relatively soon. Nonetheless, I know a lot of people have been interested in an indoor or turf variation of the PureChaos that surely will retail for less than $300 like the firm ground model does. So pretty interesting release. Excited to get to you wearing these a little bit more as well. Next to those, we have another new, not necessarily new, but new to the channel. I haven't reviewed a pair. This is another kind of indoor version from the X line, indoor model from the X line. This is the X Tango 16.1, which features a design that is somewhat similar to that of the regular X 16.1, but with an entirely different upper. It's almost a honeycomb-based mesh, kind of like what we've seen from the Hypervenom line in the past, which is kind of interesting. So same general cut and styling as what you're going to find, like I said, on the X 16.1, with an entirely flat turf outsole. I believe this is available in an indoor variation as well, and it's just a pretty nice shoe overall. Retail on these is $150, and given that this is technically below the PureChaos indoor, you could probably expect these PureChaoses to retail for $180, like the indoor version of the PureControl. Next to those, we have the Adidas Copa 17.1s. Video on these is up on the channel. I'll leave a little pop-up on screen if you want all of the details. I'm not going to talk about them too much here. Next to those, there is a Tango variation of the Copa 17.1 as well. This guy, instead of $200, which is the retail of the firm ground model, retail for $160, so a little bit less. And essentially you're getting the exact same upper, the same compression fit tongue, an added piece of suede there at the toe, and then kind of that standard turf bottom that we've seen on quite a few different shoes already. This is the turf outsole, and it does have the boost foam insert in the heel. As far as I know as well, this is only available in turf, not as an indoor shoe, so that's kind of an interesting choice by Adidas. Next to those, we have the limited edition Modern Craft variation of the Adidas Mondial team. So this is more so a lifestyle variation of the classic Mondial team, which is kind of a turf version of the Copa Mondial. All white, as you can see. There's an all black one as well, and all the elements are etched out, kind of using a lasering process with extra suede elements at the toe and heel. Really, really good quality. These things weigh a ton, and retail on them is pretty expensive as well, $180 versus $95 for a regular pair of Mondial teams. So expect a video on these relatively soon, but they definitely look really, really good. And then finally, a shoe that I know a lot of you guys have been asking for. It's been on pre-order for quite some time now. This is the new Nike Mercurial Victory 6 DF, which stands for Dynamic Fit, and it is a mid-cut variation of the Mercurial Victory 6, which is a lower-end shoe in the Mercurial line. A regular Victory 6 retails for $80 US, and with a Dynamic Fit variation, kind of introducing the collar here, these guys retail for $95, and this, of course, is the new CR7 Chapter 3 colorway, CR7 Discovery Chapter 3 colorway. The sock itself just has kind of a first initial impression. It's not made out of Flyknit like you'll find on the Superfly 5. Even the model above this with the collar, which is the Veloce 3DF, that doesn't have a Flyknit collar either. This is not like the Veloce collar. This is pretty much just a sock. It's a sock material. It's like a standard tube sock that happens to be attached to the rest of the shoe. And it's a $15 premium over a regular pair of Victories. Is the performance going to be better? Absolutely not, but I know a lot of people do want the mid-cut look, and this will definitely offer that, again, for a $15 premium. No performance benefit to it whatsoever. Changes the fit a little bit, and of course we'll talk about it more in detail when I actually do a full review video. But for those that have been asking to see a video on these, it is coming soon. Finally have them, and that's kind of just a first look at what they're like. So that's pretty much it. Again, 11 total pairs. Only the PureChaos is a new colorway. Pretty much everything else here, though, is a completely new model. Some exciting stuff. There's a lot more new stuff from Adidas that I don't even have right here. And like I said, all of that is coming very soon on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, that is it for this new stuff video. As always with these, let me know down below in the comments which of these products you'd like to see go up on the channel first. Of course, if you have any questions as well, leave them down below in the comments, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoy the new stuff series, want to continue seeing it happen on the channel, be sure to support the video with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information linked in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.